What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dylan, and I wanted to take some time and update you on what's going on in the market today. So obviously, hopefully, first of all, are you surviving? Are you surviving? Things are just seem to really be going crazy. I think it is just a final shakeout. Obviously, with the things going on with Kazakhstan and the Bitcoin miners leaving, the markets are just being crazy. But wanted to take some time, go over the market more fundamentally, and also keep it shorter. I try to keep these videos 10 to 15 minutes because I know you're busy. So you're coming here to watch me, but I want to give you useful and up-to-date information. Also have some Quant news, some XRP, and some Hedera news as well. But let's jump into it because this is important here. Now, last month, the Fed had their meeting. They're talking about interest rate hikes. So this is important to know. Obviously, my business, I'm a mortgage broker, so I like to look at mortgage rates every single day. So we like to see here, though, they're pointing out possible rate increases in March. And essentially, what's interesting to note, though, too, is that they had their meeting last month. So the meeting minutes were released yesterday, I believe. And so it just kind of like outlined in text what actually happened in the meeting. So we already knew what was happening, but they're just, people are freaking out over it. So you see here, though, officials at their meeting last month eyed a faster timetable for raising interest rates this year, possibly as soon as March. So with inflation being pretty much 7%, you see here, released Wednesday, officials believe that rising inflation in a very tight labor market could call for lifting short-term rates sooner or at a faster pace than participants had earlier anticipated. Some officials thought the Fed should start shrinking its $8.76 trillion portfolio of bonds and other assets relatively soon after beginning to raise rates, the minute said. Investors would see the move as another way for the Fed to tighten financial conditions to cool the economy. Well, I mean, I definitely predict that happening. Rates are going to go up. They're saying it could go up as much as in chunks of a quarter point. So, I mean, if we have 2 or 3 times where they raise the rates from, a quarter point each time, that definitely could have an impact on things, especially the real estate market as well. So that's interesting to note. And we see moving on here on Bitcoinist, you see crypto transaction volume grows 567% in 2021. But for a price, they're saying crypto adoption reached unprecedented levels in 2021. You see there the excess of liquidity due to the health concerns in the market onboard new users as Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies became stores of value of gateways into new financial services, and that's only going to keep going up. On-chain analytics firm Chainalysis published a report that records a 567% increase. I didn't read the report. That would be interesting. You can look at it if you want when compared to 2020 in cryptocurrency total transaction volume last year, and we're only going to see that continue to increase. This metric stood at 15.8 trillion and suggests the adoption of cryptocurrencies is moving faster than ever before. You think, obviously, where you're watching this video, that's happening. Now, this article here, 2022 could be a tough year for crypto, says MAI Capital's Chris Grisanti. First of all, I don't even know who this guy is. Who is this guy? Let's just kind of take a quick peek here because I'd be curious. What he says is actually pretty interesting. So you see right here, in recent interview on CNBC's The Exchange, Chris Grisanti, chief equity strategist at MAI Capital Management, opined that 2022 would likely be a tougher year for crypto. So I watched this little clip here, and you see it towards the end of the clip. He talks
trading at more than twice book value. That's going to end up being, I think, a very almost a victim of its own success because it's a complicated year.
Well, I also enjoy you have a list of your 10 surprises for 2022. Sure. I do like looking through when people send these along. A couple caught my eye in particular, and the first, if you could just quickly elaborate on, you don't think crypto is going to have a great year, do you?
No, I think it's going to be a tougher year for crypto, almost a victim of its own success because I think there'll be calls for regulation from all over the place, from China, from Europe, here in the.
So there you have it. So, things. He claims the new asset class will likely become the victim of its own success. obviously we know this regulation's coming, but that's why we invest in projects that are going to survive, that are regulated, that are going to be compliant. You know, the videos, the projects and the companies that we cover, that we talk about, these are going to be the ones that survive. He says he expects altcoins to take the worst beating, claiming that Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two biggest cryptos, will be able to weather a possible regulatory onslaught. So, you know, that's cool. This guy, he's an equity manager. He's a chief equity strategist, regional president at MAI. So, I mean, I think we're at the beginning of this year, you know, we're at the beginning of the year. Who knows what's going to happen? We have not had this altcoin season. We haven't had this run. So after we have a massive run, they're going to take a beating. We kind of know, we're expecting there to be some kind of, who knows, some kind of event. So that would be interesting to know. We got here, though, Mike Novogratz predicts Bitcoin will bottom out at $38,000. So that would be interesting to see. But I mean, still, where we even were just 12, 18 months ago, we're much higher. We're trending upward. So even if we know, hey, if we're in like a macro period of, well, we're going to be more bearish while we're in a larger macro bull trend, crypto's not going anywhere. We know what we hold. We know where things are going in the future. So, you know, he's like, it's going to keep going down, find support at 38,000. But he says he believes it's just a healthy pullback after the crypto market recorded stellar gains in 2021. So he's like, look, spotted taking a significant hit to his net worth. He's not worried about the performance of the top crypto in the medium term due to strong institutional demand. Exactly. We see a tremendous amount of institutional demand on the sidelines. But he's just like, look, it's going to be volatile in the coming weeks. So let's actually talk about this next thing here. We got A.R. Rahman. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, he's really big in Indian. He's an Indian film composer. Basically, he's a big to-do. I didn't know who this guy was until this announcement. But basically, he's a big deal in India, and lots and lots and lots of people follow him. So he's got, 23 million followers on Twitter, and he says, hey, glad to partner with the HBAR Foundation to create content as well as support and mentor the new NFT platform, which in turn will bring more opportunities to the Indian music community. So that's really cool. Now, you see here, some responses are like, don't buy #Graphian says, don't forget to mention what the HBAR Foundation is for, the HBAR cryptocurrency and the Hedera network. So still, a lot of people are learning about it, but they might not know exactly what it is. Now, this is actually a big deal because Hedera, he doesn't say what application that is actually going to be doing the NFTs on there, but now we do know it doesn't actually say in this announcement. I'd be curious to know, like, what actually, now we know it's built on Hedera, but what platform is he actually using? There's actually several of them. Now, I'm a musician as well. I like to make music, and you see here there's several things. Siki is one of them that is on Hedera, because I've looked at this, even putting some of my music on. Now, right now, the industry titans, Spotify, they don't pay artists. So the thing and the worries that I have about some of these NFT based or streaming platforms like TuneFM. TuneFM is another use case on Hedera that essentially you see here is a tokenized music economy that enables artists to get paid directly for every second streamed using Jam tokens. Artists can mint NFTs for exclusive content and sell them directly to fans for Jam tokens. So I don't know what platform he would be using. That would be interesting to know, but there's a lot of different applications. And to be completely honest with you, one of the reasons I'm most excited about Hedera and even considering selling even more of my ETH to get even more Hedera is because of what they're doing in the music space. And like I said, how they are going to be, I feel like, pivotal in the disruption of the music space now, the disruption of the streaming space, like figuring out the artists that can get ahead of the curve, especially when it comes to different platforms like this, Siki, beta sign up. If you can get ahead of the curve and know how to take advantage of multimedia, look at this, multi-blockchain NFT creation engine. So this is like using Siki, which is you built on Hedera. You can basically build an NFT, and now you can have that NFT over multiple chains. So like other NFT platforms like OpenSea and all that, as far as I know, you're on Ethereum, you're on ERC20. that's where not ERC20. You're on one of those other the standard that is the actual tokens for NFTs, and so you can't really move that around. Now with this, it looks like thanks to Hedera, now we know their token service and just some of their features that Hedera has, we can move around, we can change different types. It's going to allow for that interoperability and exchange. So that's really nice. Wrapped in a social ecosystem that streams NFT music, live streams, and posts, equipping users with all the tools to connect and engage with each other and their favorite artists. I'm actually considering signing up for this and releasing just uploading some music here and just seeing how this works. And trying it out as an artist. Fast royalty payments, no need to wait for months to receive royalty payments, advanced statistics. This is awesome. Multi-chain NFT engine. So now artists will be able to create their music and provide experiences for their audiences and really take advantage of NFTs. People don't really realize how massive that is going to be for music. I mean, you can essentially, instead of just selling merchandise, you can now mint a token. You can mint an experience as an artist, as a music artist. You can put together, not only you can say, hey, I've got this new song coming out, I'm going to mint 1,000 tokens, or I've got this song, I've got, maybe it's a behind the scenes meet experience, I've got this artwork. All of this is, I'm minting these number of tokens, and it now is going to make it so that as an artist, instead of them having to worry about getting a record deal and all of that stuff that just doesn't work anymore, you can have your community support you from the beginning. And as you get more and more and more, as you level up as an artist, as you get more and more attention and exposure, guess what? Those tokens become more valuable. So it's like you can bootstrap your way up using NFTs and using some of this new technology. So the artists that can get ahead of some of this stuff using these technologies like Siki built on Hedera, you see here, it's like, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. So that's really interesting. I'm going to definitely keep looking into more of this. You see here, the roadmap for it is they're going to actually have in phase 4 launch live video streaming, phase 5 gaming, live events. I mean, this is really great. So again, I think I'm going to try this out. I'll keep you guys posted on how this actually works, but it's basically you purchase, customize your profile, Sika tokens are available directly in the app and stored in your wallet. So I got to purchase some of these tokens, upload your song, fill out the fields, create your very own NFT. I think I'm literally going to do this for my next release. I'm going to put an NFT of it. I'm going to release it. Now I'm going to still, put it out, on the other platforms and everything. But it's almost like you have to be on Spotify. You have to be on iTunes as an artist, even though they literally don't pay you any money. All right, moving on. Quant news. I found this interesting. Their ETH whale Light. He's the 4th largest Ethereum whale. He just bought 13,340 Quant tokens. So he, again, like this guy, you can see his. I wanted to actually pull up his. Come on, computer. I want to actually pull up his his other holdings. You can see here, his most of his portfolio is Shiba Inu. That's interesting. We got Ethereum. He's got $552 million worth of ETH. Wow. So bought a bunch of Quant. Bought a bunch of Quant. And Quant right now prices, even after this, it's 176. So this is one of those that we know long term. We know where things are going. We don't have to. Oh, well, I do. That's why we keep researching so that we're more confident, right? And we see here, shout out to Russell and Wing here. Those who are still running their project on Ethereum network and paying high gas fees for each transaction, just check out this article that how easily anyone can migrate their projects to Zenfin in under 10 minutes. So shout out again, this guy. He put together a pretty awesome guide here, how to migrate any Ethereum token to Zenfin in less than 10 minutes. So Ethereum, I know Ethereum's going down in value lately here because of everything with the overall market, but their standard is going to allow you to essentially, he shows you how easy it is to, because XDC is EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine compatible, it supports all the functions of the network. It gives you that delegated proof of stake consensus, gives you 0 gas fees, 2,000 transactions per second, and reduces energy by 99%. So we got these energy crises. We got Kazakhstan erupting, violence in the street because of energy crisis, because of the threats, Russia doing crazy stuff, China. Energy is going to be a big deal. blockchains that are environmentally not friendly are going to get the smackdown. Hopefully that wasn't too loud in the mic, but I wanted to emphasize my point. Networks like Zenfin are going to be obviously the ones that win. The token standard will be XRC20. It's going to have the main functions and can be used as a general base for more sophisticated applications than just transform. So I'll leave a link to this article if you did want to like dig into. I'm not going to read the whole thing on the camera. It's a bunch of technical stuff, but he shows how it's possible, which is really the only thing that matters. So because Ethereum, you have to be able to take advantage of that network effect that Ethereum has, right? You have to be able to make it where it's very extremely easy for a developer to just move on over, done, and I don't have to worry about wasting their time. All right, well, thanks for watching. That's really all I got for this. So hopefully you like it. If you like these shorter videos where I kind of cover a lot of things, multiple projects that we like all at once, I like to do these types of videos as well as the longer ones, just focusing on one type of project. So again, don't forget to leave a like. It definitely helps. I appreciate it. I see all the people coming in and joining. I love each and every one of you. Thanks for coming by and just listening to me talk about crypto and be crazy on the camera. So it really does mean a lot. I love all of your comments, and I'll see you on the next video.